underneath him. They're touching. There's supposed to be a no-touch rule here. Oh, and he's off the road.
What's going on?
Turn up, no option, mate, no option. Let the faster team car through, faster team car through.
And I can guarantee you that Roland Dane will not be happy seeing these two guys doing this at the moment.
Well, they're slowing each other up. He's running right off the road this time.
And this is a mega moment for Will Brown. Congratulations.
At the end of the day, he didn't do what he's told, unfortunately.
Fucked away, right? Fuck him. Fuck it.
All right, have we got everyone? So we'll start with J-Dub. There's a bit of a story. That's right. How good. We wanted to do this to represent a few really key moments and the timeline and the history that's been part of your life at Triple Eight. It'll be on your car.
Hang on. Oh, will it?
Yeah. Did I get that wrong? It's on the car, isn't it? Is it not? Ah, fuck's sake, Tom. Tom.
Every time he's had a special livery, he's fucked up.
Yeah, you're right.
After another grueling COVID-19 affected season, the Supercars Championship teams congregate once more at Mount Panorama Bathurst for the 12th and final event of the year. For Triple Eight Race Engineering, this event is a special bookmark in the team's story. Shane van Gisbergen will officially seal his 2021 title. For the quick Kiwi, regardless of the Bathurst 1000 race result, he's banked sufficient points to be crowned the champion. For other team figureheads, this event represents the end of an era.
Everyone turn around!
It will be the last event with Roland Dane officially at the helm.
Here we go, everyone. Big smile.
The last full-time drive for seven-time champion Jamie Whincup. And the very last time David Couchy and Wes McDougall will execute their roles as the senior race engineers for Van Gisbergen and Whincup.
Awful lot of change. And yeah, that's daunting, it's intimidating. But Triple Eight has never rested on its laurels. So all we can do is try our best to try and make the best of these changes and these transitions and try and keep it on a good roll. Despite what people believe, you're actually a pretty sentimental, soft person. Does anyone else agree?
The changes signal a significant shift of direction for the business after such a long and successful reign.
Credit to Shane for this one. We thought it was very fitting to have Triple Eight on the car. Triple Eight Race Engineering wouldn't exist if it wasn't for you.
Thanks for this. That's awesome. Thanks, Shane. Appreciate that. It's pretty cool.
We've had this instrumental leader that we had so much trust in. That figure is now moving on. That's where the pressure's on my shoulders, you know, to earn that respect and to show the same dedication, if not more than what RD showed, to ensure the people at Triple Eight that we're still going to be going racing, we're still going to be at the front of the pack, and we're going to be doing good things for a long time to come.
When the team rolls out in 2022, Triple Eight Race Engineering will be a different operation. And the open question, will they remain a competitive force?
I have no fear about it because I think there's not only, I see Jamie and Jessica as both highly competent and complementary to each other, but I also see in the background Tony Quinn and his team.
After a lifetime of buying and building successful businesses, Tony Quinn's choice to invest in the new ownership structure combines his motor racing passion and business expertise to reinforce the strength of the leadership team.
I think change is good, so long as they adopt the culture and the practices. The same people doing the same job over and over is, you're going to get beaten.
This is Armour All qualifying. This determines whether you get into the top 10 shootout or not. Shane van Gisbergen, he's going to jump to the very top on a 4.2. New benchmark time set by the reigning champion, Chaz Mostert, who's been supreme so far this weekend. What is the lap? It's
Great
good
lap.
enough for a 4 flat.
Currently P1 with that. So good job.
We're watching Will Brown now. Let's ride with him. Not a millimetre to spare. Very, very close to a 4 that Mostert's done. And the
Yes!
number at the very top. It's the first time that we've seen a 3 all weekend. What a lap. But we are not done yet. We're inside 30 seconds to determine the Armour All qualifying for 2021. Whincup is on the cusp. He's 10th at the moment. Slade is sitting in 12th position. They're watching at Red Bull. Is this going to punch Jamie Whincup out of the top 10? Can Tim Slade do it?
Yes!
Up to position 4. Whincup is out. Slade, position 4.
Yeah, boy!
And it is a remarkable effort right at the end of that to put this man, arguably the best of all time, into 11th.
Yeah, P11 there. So sorry. Okay, mate, finish P7 there, P7. So, all done, all good.
Yeah, we just didn't hook up at the end.
All the 888 cars are struggling.
Wow.
I half wanted to spew before that session. Yeah. It's pretty intense around here, hey? Yeah. I don't think I'll miss it. I think I've had enough of that. You know what I mean? I'm happy to watch someone else do that. Yes.
So our biggest skill is still, and that's what you and Jamie, I hope, will maintain, is engineering. I'd really like us to, or the 888 to continue to be an engineering business, first and foremost.
Jessica Dane's pathway into a senior management role within the team has been a long, complex and varied process.
All my different job titles at 888 started as a sub-assembly mechanic, marketing coordinatory person for a bit, media manager, team coordinator, commercial operations, HR, look after legal and will hopefully soon be a qualified lawyer. So then I can be general counsel and I don't know, have I ticked all the boxes?
First met Jessie, I reckon it was 07, and was full of beans. RD's daughter, just loved motorsport and was massively interested in it. She came out to Australia, and then we didn't know how long it was going to last. She'd be here for 2 or 3 years, you know, just something to do for a while, and then go back home. But she's really embraced it.
Filling the shoes of her father Roland includes the gathering of a deep understanding of the many facets of the wider motorsport industry.
So if it doesn't produce the power, then one of these parameters here or more are almost certainly going to be something wrong.
My sister was very brave, Jessie Dane. She was very brave and followed Dad over to Australia and has followed in his footsteps.
To succeed, Jessica needs to overcome any preconceived bias of family privilege, compete in a male-dominated sporting theatre, and rapidly cram a wide range of knowledge and skills.
She's a Dane, so that sort of puts everything in perspective. She's a hard ass. You know, I give her credit that she's come into an industry that's male dominated, and also have the confidence going into a boardroom, representing the race team and standing on her own 2 feet, not being the daughter of Roland Dane.
I think Jessie's got to find her own way in terms of following in Dad's footsteps. When she first went over there and followed Dad over there, I don't think she understood the task that she was taking on. I don't think she thought she would be taking over from Dad. I get grief, you know, almost on a weekly basis of people saying things like, "Oh, you're only here because of your surname. You're your daddy's little girl. You're just a princess. What are you even doing in pit lane?" I've always tried my damn hardest to make sure that I'm always working as hard as I possibly can and that I've earned to be where I am. There is not a single person who knows me or knows RD or knows 888 who would ever think that I have been gifted anything the easy way. She works unbelievably hard. I mean, for goodness sake, she's doing a law degree, working full time, and she's being a TV presenter.
Everybody has to multitask. Everybody has to be good at a little bit of everything, really.
This year I got back into TV and broadcasting, do some work with Motorsport Australia in terms of commissions. So I have a seat on their Diversity and Inclusion Committee. I'm the Australian delegate to the Women in Motorsport Committee. I'm sure I'm missing some stuff. Oh, Girls on Track Ambassador.
Firstly, good morning everyone. It is so wonderful to see you all here. We want to connect young girls and women who work in motorsport, and we also want to empower girls to be different by giving you confidence that you can achieve whatever you want.
This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Girls on Track in a nutshell is a program aimed at girls aged 8 to 18. And get them involved in STEM industries by using motorsport as a tool to show them what was possible if you choose a career in STEM. It's not just all boring maths and science like you learn in the classroom. This is the cool stuff that you can do if you choose to study maths and physics at school and at college and at university.
They have the video every time we get changed.
Yes. Oh, it's just in case you do anything amusing.
Unlike Roland, she's got a sense of humour. No, she's a switched-on cookie. You know, she will be one of the most successful female team owners in the world.
I think she's just got to remember that she is her own person, as well as being Roland Dane's daughter. But being Roland Dane's daughter doesn't define her.
Scruffy's on, they bang mirrors. That's cool. But really good racing, giving each other just enough room, exactly what they need to do. A little bit of bumping, but there's nothing in that. Good, hard battle for the podium.
The Super 2 Championship shadows the main series at selected events on the tour. The cars are older generation supercars, operate to a simpler version of the sporting and tech rules, all designed to be the feeder series from which to create the next generation of team owners, drivers, engineers and mechanics.
We never had that step. We always had to go from Formula forward and take the big leap. Now we've got that process, which is fantastic. It's great. I'm all for it. But now it's also a great battle within Super 2 to be able to create their own identity, to have that performance, to be able to open that door into that next level.
The origins of the Super 2 series date back to the year 2000, and the roll call of notables, winners and champions reads like an industry who's who. Graduates include current IndyCar star, Bathurst winner and 3-time Supercar champ, Scott McLaughlin, Bathurst winner and series champion, Mark Winterbottom, and Bathurst runner-up and championship contender, Cam Waters.
Super 2 is a really important breeding ground, not only for drivers, but for mechanics, for engineers. It goes all the way down the line. So it's been a critical part of Triple Eight's makeup.
Super 2 in 2021, we've got Angelo Mazuris, who carries on from the year before, and Brock Feeney, who is joining the team new for this year. As we all know, Jamie Whincup is retiring at the end of 2021, which leaves the most coveted seat in the championship with a big hole in it.
My name's Brock Feeney. I'm 15 years old from the Gold Coast. To race at the Supercars events, you know, in a car with 40 other drivers is something that you really want to do as a young kid.
When I saw Brock, spent time with him, saw him jumping in and out of different cars and then doing a really good job at Bathurst, then I started to think, okay, well, this is worth looking at, getting to know him better. Persuaded Red Bull to get involved as well, to help get him into our Super 2 team, very much on the basis that if what we see during the year is good, then then the door could be opened for you to take Jamie's place.
The first and the biggest thing is to announce, for those of you who haven't cottoned on, who Jamie's replacement will be next year. I can confirm to you that Brock will be taking over from Jamie.
Brock getting the seat was certainly not a snap decision. It wasn't something that we jumped into without considering all of our options. But over the course of the 2021 season, he has really shown that he is the right pick for the seat.
Brock Feeney, just 19 years of age, becomes the first ever driver to win both the Super 3 and then Super 2 championships. Triple Eight back on top for the first time in 10 years of the Dunlop Series.
At the end of the day, Brock was doing a fantastic job as far as driving goes, but more importantly, his attitude was unbelievable. Like, he's a person you want to have around in your team. He wanted it, grabbed it with two hands. Reminded me a bit of myself growing up as well. Just absolutely made it happen and earned the seat.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is Brock Feeney. Brock Feeney, the Supercars driver, eh? How does it feel, mate? It's official.
It's a dream come true for me. Have my family here with me as well. Put in so much hard work over the years, and it sort of feels like it's finally paid off, but at the same time, it's only just beginning.
He now needs to step up. Going from a Super 2 level to a supercar level is a big step. It's sometimes I think they underestimate the 24-5 car field that they're all champion drivers.
Next up, our runner will be Shane van Gisbergen. Just been crowned the Repco Supercars Champion of 2021.
He's had 6 pole positions this year, and at this place, you always see a flamboyant Van Gisbergen. It's maximum attack.
I can't remember last time I've seen Shane so wide as just now.
Oh, really? That's because he wants to win the pole sweep he's been doing.
So far, so good for Shane van Gisbergen. So the cumulative time for him at the moment is on a trajectory to be able to take him to the top. Is this going to be good enough to get him right up the order? And it's just provided a number that looks pretty decent, a 2-minute 4.3.
That's going to take some beating.
Nice lap, mate, nice lap.
Chaz Mostert, Car 25, Mobile One Appliances Online Racing. This car, this thing's been a dream. It's adjusted beautifully so far this week in the hands of both drivers, and that was off the scale. Mozzie's on fire over the top of the hill.
What's the lap record? A 3, 4, eh?
About to see it, eh?
The car is incredibly stable. Here comes the second indication as to whether it's a good lap, and it's a 32.5. Mostert might grab another pole at Bathurst.
That's the record.
He hits the apex, and this is going to be very close for Mostert, and he's done it. He's done a 2-minute 3.37, and that's the best ever number that we've seen in a top 10 shootout.
Unbelievable. Fastest lap ever in qualifying at this venue, and that car has been a rocket all weekend.
Our pole sitter for 2021, Walkinshaw Andretti United, Chaz Mostert.
Shit moustache. It's a rubbish haircut and moustache, but yeah, fast car.
.216 wheels gather momentum as they race to Gallagher Corner. Balloting for grid position ensures the high-powered cars get clear first.
Australian Touring Car Championship and supercar racing represents more than 60 years of incredible dream machines and hero drivers.
They just can't keep this up. Stamina will supersede skill as the clock ticks by.
The love affair with the sport and sedan racing began in the 60s with production showroom-based cars.
A scene we've never seen before, side by side.
Loud, fast, and more highly evolved, the next step in the evolution was the birth of the Group C cars.
The last hurrah for Bathurst and the Group C touring cars.
In 1985, the touring car racing opened up to a global formula, Group A, involving a wide variety of brands.
Jim Richards, trouble-free at the head of affairs.
Off, racing, Perkins by the country mile.
By 1993, the flavours became distinctly homegrown and V8 touring cars arrived.
Oh, and aren't they warming to this one?
Let's listen to the roar.
A fresh brand and a new structure took hold in 1997 with V8 supercars.
I want to cheer, Richards home.
In 2013, Supercars Car of the Future arrived. The Ford Mustang and Holden ZB models were introduced in 2019 to mark the second generation of supercars. In 2023, Gen 3 arrives. The all-new cars take another big step in the supercar story with a Ford Mustang and a Chev Camaro. On the GM side, 888 is the homologation team responsible for the design, research and development of the new car. It's a huge backroom task to run in parallel with their racing programs.
Initially we were just doing the chassis and the bodywork was going to be handled by someone else, but eventually we ended up taking it all on, so the project just grew and grew and grew.
The Gen 3 program, it's what I love. Not often you get told as a race driver, go and break it. Like, drive it hard, drive it fast, drive it to its capabilities, and if we break something, we know what obviously we need to fix. And not often you get told that. Normally it's all about, you know, being finesse and being mechanically sympathetic about what's going on around you. Trying to solve problems and overcome the issues that hopefully, you know, in 2023, that when we roll the car out, that it's going to be, you know, reliable, it's going to be fast, it's going to have no problems. Other race teams that utilise that product, you know, are going to see the sweat and tears that go into building and designing what we've done.
I think it's really important that we're racing, call it more relevant cars, and cars that they need to look good and they need to look like the road car. They need to look better than the road car. You know, the race car should always look mean and tough and excite people, and that's what the Gen 3 car is going to achieve, as well as you know, trying to make sure that the sport's sustainable into the future and that we can, you know, attract or keep the current teams, but then potentially attract new teams as well.
You look at the race team, you've got to still develop components, you've still got to then have race victories, but on the other side of the workshop you've got a program that you're really excited about because you can see it grow, you can see the development.
The basis of supercar racing is tough competition, and often there's as much debate and niggle behind the scenes as there is on the track. Especially during the birth of an all-new car.
When you throw in someone coming out at not even the 11th hour, at the 57th hour, to give their 2 cents worth that, oh, maybe we could do it this way. And you're like, where were you 12 months ago? It has cost a fortune in time and money, and in there will be some compromises on the cars due to all these 2 cents being thrown in, which they were all invited at the time to give them.
It's been a very tricky project from for a lot of different reasons, but I think once it hits the track and it gets some, you know, some development time and some testing time to iron out some of the bugs, I really hope that it's going to be a really good car to race. It's going to give us a great platform to go racing for the next 5 to 10 years.
Welcome everybody to the 61st running of the Enduro Classic, the holy grail of Australian motorsport. We are counting down to race start, and the news from Mount Panorama after a monumental lap yesterday in the Armour All Top 10 shootout. Chaz Mostert has the pole position here at Mount Panorama for the Repco Bathurst 1000 of 2021. Well, the fans are back. The weather is mild. We are anticipating another extraordinary motor race coming up this afternoon. We know this is an awesome racetrack. Now, today also represents the end of the line as a full-time driver for Jamie Whincup, and what a career, yielding 7 titles, 124 victories and 92 pole positions.
Now at 11:57, all drivers from everyone have to be at the red carpet. On the map, J-Dub, Lounsey, Prime Minister, and then the Shell cars. On the VIP side, Roland Day and Todd Kelly as exiting team owners. Neil's going to say a few words about Jamie. The Prime Minister will present him the Hall of Fame.
Oh, wow.
Right?
Yeah.
He doesn't know that.
He doesn't know. No one knows.
Each and every year, Supercars likes to induct either a special driver or contributor to the Supercars Hall of Fame for somebody that's done something very special in our sport.
That's pretty cool. What did you get? I think the Prime Minister's just giving him like a...
Together, please, for 7-time champion Jamie Whincup.
Being a legend award. Just a straight up legend. Straight up fucking good bloke award, I reckon that is.
Well, congratulations, my boss.
Jamie, on an outstanding motorsport career. Well done, mate.
Thank you. Thank you. Cheers.
50 drivers, 25 cars, and today, 6 to 7 hours of wonderful entertainment. And what a racetrack. Speed, blind corners, elevation, and
last race. You cunt.
I'm not dying though. I'll still be here.
What we're going to see today is one...
Have a good one, mate.
640.
Okay, mate. Fire it up, please. Fire it up.
300 kilometres per hour. This is the
Good luck, everybody. Good luck, mate.
Good luck, mate. Good luck in your new role as well.
Right now,
Yeah, man.
25 drivers in the depths of concentration. A scene of intense focus. They dare not blink. The Repco Bathurst 1000. And a great start for car number 11. D'Alberto's got away beautifully at the start of the great race.
The best start was Garth Tander. He flicked to the left, he went down the inside of James Moffat, and he almost got right down the inside of Holdsworth. He's currently third. He was able to walk car 888 off the line perfectly. One of the crazy things about this race, it's 161 laps, but the first little bit of the race is like a 5-lap sprint.
The Red Bull car down the inside, and now Tander moves it up into second.
Beautiful start, mate. Settle into a rhythm, please. Told you I'd nail it.
Cheeky.
Thomas Randall is deeply buried well in the beach. In fact, they're going to scramble the safety car.
It's got to be a safety car.
Let's go, J-Dub. Let's go, J-Dub.
Leaving the co-driver in. Leaving the co-driver in.
Jamie, you're in.
Safety car boards and flags. You are kidding. You are kidding.
You're going to pit this lap. You're going to get out the car. Pit this lap, Garth.
You are staying in the car. You are staying in the car.
That's Whincup out there.
4 cold hard tyres. 4 cold hard tyres. Keep going from this side. Keep going. Across.
Come on, boys.
Down the inside comes Whincup. This is a hustling Jamie Whincup we're watching here at the moment. In car number 88, Jamie Whincup continues to apply pressure. So Jamie's 15 seconds from the lead at the moment.
Nice.
Great shot watching the cars make their run down the straight. Look at that margin, 1.4 seconds. Holdsworth over Tander. Okay, so Lee's getting out and Chaz is getting in. Let's see what the stop looks like. It needs to be super efficient.
Go, mate, all clear. Here we go.
Hit this lap, Garth. No option. You are getting out. You are getting out.
Here we go. Tander in. This is key.
Okay, you're going to be good to go. We're dropping. Standing by. Go.
Thanks, mate. Yeah. You were getting back at them towards the end of the stick.
He was taking massive risks.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. You don't need it. Not this early.
And Mostert again, a 6.2, fastest car on the track.
And Mostert's in a pile of trouble here. A fiercely ugly sound coming from underneath this car.
Mostert's got an issue, I think.
Mostert's slowing. Mostert is slowing. No way. From the lead of this race, the car is slowing.
Oh, it sounds
It's
wrong.
over.
In this lap, staying in the car, just your time.
So race leader into the pit lane.
Oh my God. This is such a cruel race, isn't it?
Give me a pace check, please. Mate, you were fastest car on circuit last time round. Boston had a left rear tyre failure. He's still going all right though.
Slowly but surely, Mostert is clawing his way back into contention. That 25 car is absolutely flying.
Straight down the inside, Mostert. Nice move.
Our leader, Shane Van Gisbergen, he's got Mostert in behind. This is going to be the first of a series of sprint races with 53 laps to go. The Repco Bathurst 1000 is up and running once more.
Tell Jamie to go on the outside of turn 2. Jamie outside turn 2.
Tell Jamie to go outside turn 2. Shane's going to help him past.
Go on the outside of turn 2. Go to the outside of turn 2. Yeah, message from Shane.
Van Gisbergen, our newly crowned Supercars champion of 21 and the defending champion here at Mount Panorama. Mostert, who's clearly got a very, very quick car. Whincup in behind, who's played in nicely here as well. So the Bulls are 1 and 3.
Around the outside, this piece now, and he's been held out.
This is for the lead of the race. It's on. It's on. That was a big move at the end of Mountain Straight. Up on the inside is Mostert. Mostert's in the game. He's dropped the spot as a result of having a lunge there. Deep Pasquale up the inside. He'll go up to third. And now Mostert drops the spot. Water's all over him.
Shane Van Gisbergen orchestrated that whole thing. He held Mostert out. He allowed Whincup to park the car in the right spot. And he's now got a 1-2 for Red Bull.
All right.
That was all done
That was pretty
by
good.
Shane. He parked Mostert in the wrong spot. And they've outboxed him.
And we're going to see another safety car. So it's the same old deal as we get later in the race. People get tired, mistakes are made.
Do we stop, guys?
Yeah, we need to stop to get to the end.
Yeah. Yep.
That means we have to compromise 88.
Hit this lap, hit this lap, hit this lap. You are setting up on hit this lap, pit.
They've got to pit. They've got to pit.
So they all react.
This is going to smash Whincup and Lowndes.
Yeah, so this is going to help Mostert.
Yeah.
Because that'll take one Red Bull car out of the play. And I think he's got less fuel to put in, Mostert. He's got less fuel to put in. He's going to come out at the head of this queue. Pull those belts up tight at home, folks, because this is going to be a wild ride to the end. We've got one stop remaining at Mount Panorama, and it looks as though it's going to be a full-blown sprint race to the back end of this one.
Hit this lap, mate. No option. You are staying in. It will be full fuel and a green set of tyres.
And he will launch into this pit lane. Full fuel, green tyres, the blast to the checkered flag. The only chance that he's got is to go berserk on the way in and the way out. They don't quite have the ultimate pace of car 25. How's the arrival? How's the arrival? He had 2 turning and 2 burning onto the way into the lane. There's the effective race leader. Chaz Mostert has taken his tyres and fuel. We're going to sort out who's where for the battle for the podium for the Repco Bathurst 1000 of 2021. Beautifully on the spot for Shane.
Gizzy is in the lane. Gizzy is in the lane. Racing him on exit. Racing Gizzy on exit.
There goes Mostert.
That's the margin. Comfortable margin. Has he got the pace to respond in the back end of the race? Chaz Mostert is in the box seat. Will there be a safety car? What pace do both of them have? How will this play out? Oh, off the road for Brock Feeney. And this is going to be another safety car. What an end to a great campaign for Brock Feeney. What a disappointment.
For Mostert, this is a life-changing moment because if he can get away with it, it's a win for Walkinshaw and Andretti United. They haven't won for 10 years, Neil.
How'd you like to be Lee Holdsworth? Butterflies? You bet.
Okay, mate, so the situation is we're going to be flat out when we go green, and it's basically a race to the end. Okay, thanks, understood.
One thing that Shane Van Gisbergen relishes is a serious hand-to-hand fight to the back end of these races. They're fueled up, they've got decent tyres, they've got the biggest race in the country to play for.
Mostert and Van Gisbergen.
It is on. Does Shane have any more in the tank? Can Chaz hang on? This is a key restart.
Green flags, green flags.
Mozzie's changed it up. A little bit of a love bite. And it's going to be lively. He's gone. He's bolted down the hill. Lines it up into Murray's. Shane goes with him. And in the background, they will be jostling. Are you ready for this, Australia? This is going to be a great blast to the checkered flag because Mostert's got control of the biggest motor race of the year. Chaz Mostert is in the box seat.
Okay, buddy, look after the tyres, look after the tyres.
Being told to look after the tyres, make him not look after the tyres.
Mate, they're already telling him to look after his tyres, so keep pushing him, brother. You're doing awesome. Yep, I don't quite have the pace, sorry, mate.
He knows that Van Gisbergen is coming. There's nothing in it.
Van Gisbergen's getting faster. He will throw everything he's got to try and put together back-to-back victories at Mount Panorama. These two will fight absolutely to the end. Lee Holdsworth can barely watch the car race. He's worked his entire motor racing life to win this damn race.
They are absolutely driving the wheels off those two cars.
Right here was where Brock Feeney got in trouble, and Shane almost did then because it skipped sideways at maximum load.
Might have a right front coming apart. Yeah, right front's done.
Right front.
No.
He has a tyre problem. Gap is 4.6. We're done, right front.
Oh my God.
He's in trouble. Shane Van Gisbergen is in trouble.
It looks like it's deflating. And he's had to move out of the way. Cam Waters goes around the outside, up under the tree.
This brings Waters up into P2, just as it was last year.
And can he get across here? These are all hard corners. Oh, Kostecki! Now he's wide. Oh my God, that was so close.
Slaps the wall, rounding up Van Gisbergen, who's limping home. He's got to be super careful, Van Gisbergen. He tries to stay out of everybody's way.
My God, that is so unfair.
I'm so sorry, mate. I'm so sorry. All good, brother.
We jump on board with Whincup. He's sitting in 4th position. There is 3rd. He can sniff it.
We're on here for one hot spot right here. I know, mate. Keep it up.
So much to be said for the life change that Jamie's going through. He's about to relinquish his permanent drive in the sport. Brock Feeney will replace him.
To the wall. Anyway, yeah? To the wall.
But now all the focus, the accolades, the applause, the elation, it all belongs to Chaz Mostert. The 2021 Repco Bathurst 1000 winner is Chaz Mostert. Well done, Chaz Mostert. Lee Holdsworth, his first ever victory at Mount Panorama.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for everything. Sorry for talking about you. Thanks, Chaz, mate. Great drive, brother. Mate, sorry about the result today, mate, but you are an absolute champion, mate. Well done. 2021 champion, mate. You're the greatest. Well done.
Sorry, brother. Didn't have the car speed for you. Good job, JJ.
Sorry.
It's all good, mate.
Sorry, boys.
Good job.
Sorry.
Don't be fucking sorry, brother. Well done, man.
Come here, you motherfucker.
Sorry, guys.
Good job, brother.
Thank you.
Cheers. Thank you.
We've been fortunate this year to win quite a few awards. all deserved by drivers and team, etc. But it was funny, I was thinking, yeah, they should have one for the Engineer of the Year. And if there was, I'd award it to Couchy, not just because he's in our garage, but because he's done an amazing job.
Yeah, it's all good. Just should have ended like that. Yeah, it's good.
It was a good year.
But we still won.
Exactly.
Yeah. Just didn't win today.
And there's our champion of the 21 season. 31 races down, and Van Gisbergen is the king.
Yeah, that's still fucking good. Yeah, could be a lot.
Hang on, you can only touch him for today.
Might be the last time you ever touched that.
You got more chance having to make up the Queen.
I'll fucking take it with me.
Now I feel like I might be getting emotional, but I'm not. I don't really get emotional, so we'll just ignore that. But yeah, it feels. Now you're making me think about it. I didn't cry. What am I doing? This must be the first time I've actually let myself think about it. And actually, what a big day this is. And yeah, sucks we didn't come away with the Peter Brock trophy, but we've got the championship trophy, and that's just as good. And of all the awards you can possibly win at the gala dinner, we were eligible for 10 of them, and we won 8 of them. So that's not bad. It's just been a big year.
Not again. Still got the germs from last time.
Ah, we washed it out. No excuses, right?
It's still got Scotty's germs.
In motorsport, winning is the key to commercial success. So what means the most to me is that Triple Eight's been a commercial success when most race teams aren't. And that's what I'm proud of, is the fact that we've been commercially successful as well as winning.
That's a Vauxhall going off over the top of the hill, bang in backwards.
We're off gate.
Oh, Skittles. The first win for the Triple Eight team, across the line in first position. Vauxhall Vectra wins.
And Lowndes is back. Terrific win, and understandably, Triple Eight Racing celebrate. Lowndes and Windcup do it. That is an incredible
Fantastic job, mate. Unbelievable.
And Lowndes has done it on the day he farewelled his friend.
He's in the fence! They're both in the fence!
They're all in the fence!
This victory will make them Bathurst immortals.
Number 1, 2016, the Giz.
You are champion! Yeah!
He is the champion for 2017. 31 races down, and Van Gisbergen is the king.